Here we go, Iron Gap Mountain on day 82. I need to look at the Excel sheet. I think it's day 82. Packed all my winter gear and it is 60 degrees. My mom always says you don't have to take the hints that people give you. Shout out to the shuttle driver, Cindy. This is the third time she shuttled me. And I'm ending at her for this southern part. So she's probably gonna be picking me up too. So Cindy said that she tells people my story about how she shuttled me up. It's Carver's Gap. I don't know if it was a blizzard, but it was snowing. There was 6 inches of snow. It was 0-degree weather. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. And just finished a wind advisory and I hiked over Red Mountain. I'm not sure if I'm the idiot in her story or the brave one. You can see there's still a lot of damage from the hurricane 2 years ago, I think. Hurricane Helene. I have a lot of it recorded in my other videos. I think it gets worse as we go down to toward Asheville, Hot Springs area. We just got a random little trash can along the trail. That's actually pretty nice if you're a hiker. I'm starting out, so I don't have any trash. So trees have been planted to make up for the ones that were taken down in a hurricane. We will use these pink flags to locate trees and release them from competition in the future. This sounds like something from a dystopian novel. Did I invite Little Sticks on this hike? Yes, I did. Did she come? No, she did not. Did I bring her essence in a Lego figure? Yes, I did. In her defense, she's doing her bachelor's degree and working full-time, so she's a little busy. It's crazy hiking in the springtime because what do you mean I need bug spray and a beanie and gloves? If you haven't discovered the YouTube channel A Long Way to Go, you should check it out. It's about a boy who wants to hike the Appalachian Trail. I'm guessing he's 14 or is that around that age? And so he's hiking the entire distance of the Appalachian Trail using a 1-mile trail nearby his house. And it's quite remarkable the dedication and motivation he's had for this. So go check him out and subscribe. There's a van up there. And there's chainsaws coming from there. I think somebody's out trail maintaining. And then this here, let me zoom out, is all fallen. But there's some nice little stealth sites around. Look at this one. Nice little seats and a sled in case it snows. And I think there's one up there. I'm thinking this is the shelter. Cherry Gap shelter maybe? Or was the shelter. It's probably why there's all these little campsites around in the middle. Yeah, I wouldn't sleep in that. So they're still down here cutting with the chainsaw. But I saw another hiker, and that hiker said he didn't come upon him. He thought he was walking toward it. I thought I was walking toward it. He's going north, I'm going south. So there must be a logging road or something in there. The van's right down there. I don't know if you can't really see it in the video. There it is. So I guess we're just cutting something. Maybe they're tree poachers. Per the locals, this is opened. So that is no longer required. You can go on the trail now. When I get to camp tonight, I'm switching those long socks for shorter socks because they're way too hot. I'm sitting here at this little campsite for lunch. I think I'm almost 7 miles in. And a 9 a.m. start. So I'm shooting for 16 miles today. And in 0.6 miles, I'll get to the summit of this mountain, which is either Unica or Unica. I'm not sure of the pronunciation. Here at this, almost to the top, it's just soft pine needles. The ground is so soft, it just kind of sinks in as you walk. The rest of the miles for today is mainly downhill. I just had the best trail encounter with another hiker, section hiker. He started 13 or 14 miles south from where we met each other, and he was getting off at the road that we were right 1/10 of a mile near road or whatever. Anyhow, so he was taking a break. I stopped to talk to him for a little bit, and in that, my watch loudly announced the pace I was going.
Velocidad media 1.8.
It was again. Anyhow, so it loudly announced my pace, and as you can see, it does that in Spanish. So he immediately starts talking to me in Spanish. He has a parent from Bolivia, a parent from Portuguese, so he knows Spanish, which was so cool because I think that's the first time I've ever spoken. Second, because one time I met Maritza, and I wasn't hiking, I was doing trail magic, and she was from Mexico, and we spoke Spanish. But anyhow, hiking. First person I met to speak Spanish on the trail, which is so very cool because like hiking and Spanish are my two favorite things. But anyhow, we got talking, and he asked how I got my trail name, Stat, and I told him initially it came from because I'm a paramedic, and also it's short for thermostat because the wild weather I hike in, and I like statistics and all that. So it's like a joint. But it originally came from being a paramedic. Stat. Well, he's an EMT. So what are the chances? He's like less than 1/10 of a mile from getting off the trail. We run into each other. We both speak Spanish. We both work in the medical field. So to Daniel, it was a great meeting. It was really cool to be able to talk Spanish and run into another emergency provider on the trail because it doesn't happen very often. Que te vaya bien, que te componga la rodilla y que sigas en el sendero. Hasta la próxima. Spring here. Looks like it's coming from out of there. Thankfully, this is not in use anymore. Looks a little precarious to me. I just ran into a thru hiker, and he just told me that 4 miles ahead there's trail magic. A bunch of people with pizzas and sodas and stuff, and they plan to be there till 4 p.m. I don't know what time it is. I think it's around 2, maybe? 2 o'clock? Maybe 1 o'clock? I don't know. I'll have to check. I think I can make it there by 4. Okay, it is 2:15. There's a road at 1 mile ahead. There's a road at 2.5 miles ahead. Another road at 3.5 miles ahead. And I'm not sure which road it is. However, I should be able to do, even if it's at 3.5 one, I should be able to get that done. Could be able to get that done in 2 hours. That's not saying there's going to be any pizza left, though. So we'll see. Sometimes you have to look behind you to see the beauty that was happening, unbeknownst to you. I'm not trying to be poetic. I'm just saying sometimes you got to turn around because there's views behind you that you don't see. Well, no pizza here. So I guess it's the one in a mile and a half. The trail's been following this road for, I don't know, 2 miles. Why can't we just walk on the road? Of course, it wouldn't be as pretty though. I think that's the pizza. So this is Beauty Spot. You can see where it got its name. Here we got a little view. There's just a lightning strike on the ridge I just came off. Like, it's right there. I just did a loop and came off that side. And then thunder right on top of me. It stopped raining. It was so hot. Okay, it's probably like 70 maybe. It just feels hot. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't check the temperature. Less than 3 miles to the shelter. I'd like to get to the shelter, especially if it's going to be lightning and everything. I have to stop and pee. I'm not sure whether I should take the time to stop and pee or risk peeing myself if I get another lightning strike in front of my face. So I just walked, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half right under a thunderstorm. First I thought it was bolt lightning, but then I realized it was just heat lightning. And it poured. It was so warm I didn't want to put my coat on when it started spritzing. But then it just poured cold rain. But I'm fine. It was quite the experience. I'm half a mile from the shelter. And if I remember correctly, this is a very large shelter. So it's a pretty good chance I'll get a spot. We're 4 miles from a town. So I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of hikers in that. And maybe not, but ones that would have come out this afternoon just went 4 miles to the shelter for the night. Right at the beginning of the bubble, I think. And I haven't seen a whole lot of hikers so far. Today's just been quiet, kind of boring. Well, here's the shelter. And somehow there's nobody here. There's a couple people camping about 1/10 of a mile away in tents. But I'm the only one here. So, guess I'm going to get into some dry clothes, make my bed, crawl in it.
And I take it one step at a time.